Competitive anglers powered by Mercury Pro XS outboards have won more bass fishing tournaments than all other brands combined. With lightning-quick acceleration, legendary reliability, and lightweight design, Pro XS has everything you need to travel farther, faster, and harder.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
Hey folks, pro bass fisherman Mark Lassane here. My garage was completely cluttered with outdoor gear, but then I discovered StoreQuest self-storage. Now check out my space. It's like my own personal oasis. All my fishing rods, my gear have a home away from home. With everything neatly organized, I can spend more time doing what I love. Thanks to my StoreQuest unit, I've decluttered my life and made room for adventure.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat Boats. Feel the rush.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
Here at Bridgeford, we make all of our products with 100% American beef and pork. We source everything exclusively from the United States for our beef jerky, pepperoni, summer sausage, and salami.
We've always focused on having the highest quality products. We do that by investing in new cutting-edge technology while still trying to maintain the old world values that our great-grandfather instilled in us.
Being a family company, we like to think of a lot of our products as being for family occasions and get-togethers. We like to think of our products being made by our family for your family.
Take the plunge and jump into new favorites at Black Bear Diner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we've got you covered.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner.
Hey, Northern California bass anglers. Ready to elevate your fishing game? Ford Fairfield partners with Bass Angler Magazine to offer top-notch trucks tailored for your needs. Our simple pricing ensures a fair deal and exceptional service. We live and breathe bass fishing, participating in local tournaments to understand exactly what you need so you never miss a good bite. Visit Ford Fairfield today and let's hit the water together.
What the flock are you waiting for? California's newest luxury entertainment destination, Chicken Ranch Casino Resort, is ready to play. Experience laid-back luxury in our modern hotel, a casino floor with views of the Sierra, and diverse restaurants and bars that'll keep you squawking for more. Experience the all-new Chicken Ranch Casino Resort, located just 60 minutes from Yosemite National Park. Visit playchickenranch.com to book your trip today.
All right. right, welcome in everybody to the Bass Boat Technology BAM Trail, brought to you by Tackle Warehouse, and it is here. It is the day that none of these Super 60 anglers want to deal with, but it's here. It's cut day. It is the championship weekend. Tomorrow, only 10 anglers will be going out. Today, there's 32 out there trying to be above that cut line. But we have some amazing things going on. We have a giant trophy over here to my left that we're going to be giving away today. It's going to go out to our Angler of the Year. Mark, step on in here. Let's talk a little bit about, there's so many things going on today. Tomorrow, this is the last day of the Big Fish. We're going to be giving away a Big Fish check. We're going to give it away the Angler of the Year. We know who it is. We'll announce it.
Check out that trophy. I mean,
I can see the trophy. I don't know if they can see the trophy out there, but you know what? That trophy weighs 57 pounds. The man who gets that is going to have to build an entire constructed wall to put that thing on.
If he can't clean and jerk it, then he doesn't get the money.
You have to hold that thing up on the stage. We opened up the awning today. Why? Because we want them to hold that above their head. We are going to see if that man can lift that trophy. But we've got so much else on the line. We've got a $70,000 bass boat waiting over there. They've got to make a cut. Bass Cat is right here. That boat's in the parking lot. There's no certificate. There's no nothing. It's here. Somebody leaves with it. We've also got, like I said, we've got our big fish we're going to give away today. Right now, somebody's sitting there with a 944, I believe it was.
No.
Carl Okerman. Was it 949? 994. Carl Okerman with a 994 right now. That's a big fish to try to beat. But this is Clear Lake. And that fish, it can be beaten on this body of water.
It could. And so the good thing, Costa Sunglasses,
yes,
donated a couple pair of glasses to us, and we decided we're going to give the glasses away to 11th place. The guy that just missed the cut.
First out of the money is going to get a little bit of a nice little...
at least a nice $300 pair of glasses.
$300 pair of glasses.
And also, the guy that cannot beat that 10-pounder, or if somebody beats that 10-pounder, Carl will get it.
Yep.
Another pair of glasses.
That's kind of... it's a nice second place big fish will get a pair of glasses. If it's Carl Okerman that gets the glasses, a 994 got beaten. Just take and think about that right there. This lake is one of those lakes that can absolutely produce some giants. I got to go out on some backwater today, did a little fishing where these guys couldn't get to, caught a bunch of fish. That fishing out there is absolutely good right now. These numbers should be great. We're seeing 13 fish yesterday. I think it might go up today. I think there might be a little bit more.
I don't think so. I think it's.
You think there's going to be? You think there's going to be
tougher? It's going to be tougher because where these guys caught these fish, they're not going to bite like they did yesterday. So it's going to be tougher today. There may be a couple 20-pound bags, but there's not going to be 5 20-pound bags today. I don't say I guarantee it, but more than likely not.
I wouldn't guarantee it if I were you, because yesterday you said 20-pound bags, and 29 is leading this thing.
I said there was going to be some 20-pound bags. But there's a lot of 12 to 13.5-inch fish. I mean, if these guys could weigh in 13-inch fish, everybody would have had probably 20. Because I know there was a lot of them. We were with Aaron Etcherkamp this morning, and he caught like 7 13.5-inch fish. And they were just a hair short.
Yeah.
That's what happened. When you're fishing a tournament, and the limit is 12 inches, the fish are 11.5 inches. If it's 13 inches, the fish are 12.5. We're 14 inches, and those fish are 13.5 inches. It's somehow just the way it happens. So funny how that happens. But guys caught some fish today, but not as good as yesterday. I'm going to say, 14 keepers probably is going to make the cut.
Right now, what's our cut at? It's 7.
7. I'm going to say 14 or maybe even less, maybe 13.
Okay.
So it's a little tougher today. I think some guys may have stumbled on some fish. I heard some guys caught a bunch in a few areas, but we'll see. Luke Johns caught them pretty good. We filmed Luke Johns, so we got him catching a fish, and then he texted me right after we left. He goes, "This just happened when he left. He caught a 5-pounder." So, which was kind of cool for him, but bad we didn't get it on film.
Well, Luke's must be feeling pretty good. He went out there and got his towboat to come down. They're sitting right over here. They're out here today supporting him. We've got a lot of the families that came out. This crowd is full of family members right now. This is championship weekend. They're out here. Let's talk a little bit about what happened this morning, because we had, for any of you watching, we were delayed a little bit. Michael went on Facebook Live. He was showing off the weigh-in, but it was a little darker, a little wet out there. It was pretty nasty fog.
It was fog. Yeah, it was foggy. And, when we launched, it wasn't too bad, and then about time to launch everybody, the fog came in, was socked in pretty thick. I took our boat out and went out a couple hundred yards, and it was not a good situation for these guys.
Okay.
We're bass fishermen, and we like to run fast and run hard. And some guys, even when it's foggy, they think with their GPS they can run fast and hard. So, erring on the side of caution, we decided to keep everybody back until the fog delayed. And what we did is that, around about 8:15, 8:20, the fog started letting up. So we decided to let these guys go with some restrictions. So a quarter mile from the shore, we held them back to 5 miles an hour.
Okay.
Just, because there's some shallow flats, there's some rock piles and things. We didn't want anybody to get hurt. And we limited the speed to 30 miles an hour until they got to Shag Rock, which is where it cleared up.
Okay.
So, we erred on the side of caution. Rather than have these guys sit here and wait, till like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then almost lose the entire day of fishing.
Right.
We decided to let them go and just limited, we told them, if you go faster than 30 miles an hour, you're DQ'd from the event. So you lose everything.
Yeah.
So they were all pretty cautious about going 30 miles an hour out there. Everybody played by the rules. That was good. I think that was a good call. Good call for Michael to do that. And, that.
Yeah, it's we're always going to err on the side of caution. We don't want these guys. We don't want anybody out there hurt. We want this thing to go off without any hitches. And you know what? If they have to wait a little bit, they have to wait a little bit. They're the Super 60. They're the #1 anglers on the West Coast right now, and they are the best out there. You know what? If they have to wait a little bit and go out there and prove how good they are with a little bit shorter time, that's what they got to do. That's the way it works. Can't fight Mother Nature.
We're always going to err on the side of caution. If the wind's too hard, the waves are too big, it's too foggy, whatever it is. If it's rainy and cold, hey, suck it up and go.
Right.
But if it's dangerous, we're going to hold them back.
Right.
No matter if they like it or not. Some people, some people are like, well, I could have gone, but not everybody's like that, and we, like I said, we're going to err on the side of caution.
Absolutely.
Every single time.
Absolutely. It is coming up. We got guys starting to line up here already, but we're looking at this. This is the last one for the year, Mark. This is our last event. Tomorrow's our last day, and I think we'll talk about it a little bit on tomorrow's show too. But I want to ask you, last year, you made a choice and made this an event called the Super 60. You went from the Pro Am to the Pro Championship to the Pro event, and now you made it the Super 60. You made $50,000 first place when they win. You changed the rules out here on the West Coast, man. You made it something viable. You opened this thing up and made it good. How has it been for you, and what has it been looking forward to the next year?
It's been good. Our Super 60 next year has 70 anglers, so it's been it's a sought after spot for these guys to come out and fish. So we have 70 guys that have paid their deposit for next year already. We may have one or two drop out, but we have more than 60. We need 60 for boat contingencies, and it's a good number, and it helps us to be able to pay that $50,000 back. So it's worked out well.
The other things that you've done is on the same footnote that you took and went to the Super 60 this year. For the Pro-Ams next year, you've changed it all up again. You're offering some amazing, amazing events. You're going to have boats at every one. You're going to have 3 events instead of all these different. It is going to be all over the Pacific Northwest. It's going to be all over the West Coast. Talk a little bit about what your thoughts are on growing your Pro-Ams as well.
Well, we had 2 divisions, and we're getting a thing. So
that's all right.
Commercial, we're going to go here in just a second. Just a second, Thomas. We'll go to commercial. But anyway, the big thing was to be able to give away a boat at every event, to really elevate our Pro-Ams and make it a viable platform for 2 different type of anglers. The angler that wants to follow the trail and become, angler of the year, make the championship, and also the guys, that want a jackpot and that want to have that big prize at the end of the event. So that's our boat. We're still going to pay back great. I think it's around 90% payback. We should be drawing 100 boats. Should be a great event. Like I said, we're giving away a boat. We're giving away good money. And we have a championship where we're going to give away $100,000 or more in cash and prizes for first place. And from, I'm going to say, second to, I believe it's 30th, we're going to give away another $150,000.
That's awesome. That's going to be a great event. One of the things we did up at Almanor this year, the Pro-Am event up there, the championship, you also invited some guys from the Pro-Ams onto the Super 60. That was something that hasn't been done a lot. It's something that's brand new that you did. I know you probably don't remember all their names, but how many guys did you invite onto the tour?
10. So five from each side, 5 from the west, 5 from the northwest, and then we're going to do that again next year.
So there is a way to go from the Pro-Ams to the Super 60 to prove if you can stand with these gentlemen right over here. Next year will be the first time that that's happened. But right now, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and go to commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to start cut day. We're going to see if these gentlemen right here can come across this stage and make it to Championship Sunday. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat Boats. Feel the rush.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Bass Boat Technology BAM Trail, brought to you by Tackle Warehouse, brought to you by Bridgeford. We have so many great sponsors out there. Check behind me, and you know what? Support every one of them. Because you know what? They're out here getting these things up here and supporting what you're watching right now. Can't even say how much we love and support our great sponsors. But we're at Clear Lake. It's championship weekend. We are going to crown a champion this weekend tomorrow. But first, these guys have to get past this day. And this is cut day, a day that does not care who you are, how good you think you are, who's in the crowd rooting for you, or who's out there clapping their hands. It's going to take you if it can. But our first angler came all the way up from Mesa, Arizona. Let's bring him up, Mr. Marty Lawrence. Coming up here, Marty. All right, Marty, you need 16 Oh, wait. Let me not forget that. Hold on, Mike. We got to get the Marty Lawrence cone on the floor here, looking at everybody with that distasteful look on his face right there, like, you stand here or I will come after you. You need 1661. You need keepers of 3. Let's see. How many keepers did you have in there? It doesn't. Oh, 5. You needed 3. You got that part. 1661 is what you needed. You had 982. Not quite enough. Reach in that bag. Hold up a couple fish, Marty. Let's show them off. Great job. It didn't put you up yet, but you moved up. You're in the top 10 right this second. Oh, he's not? I don't know. This we'll get it. You went out there. You struggled a little bit. It's still championship Sunday, or still championship weekend, man. You made it here. Let's talk a little bit about it. Thank your sponsors, man, because I have a feeling you won't be here tomorrow.
No, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but I want to thank everybody that helps us. My wife, she's up here, and Jamie and his wife, too. And just want to thank all my sponsors, and it was a rough week.
How'd you catch them?
I put a jig in my hand today and went and caught. I probably caught 40 fish today, but every one of them but 4 was 13.5 inches.
You know, it's one of those things that, it's one of those things, 13.5 inches. Mark was talking about it earlier. If the limit would have had to be in 15, you'd have got 14.5-inch fish, right? It just seems to work that way. But you know what, Marty? You go out there, you give it your all, and you get what you get some days. But, man, you did a great job. You're here on championship weekend. You had a chance at a $70,000 bass boat out there. You just didn't get it quite done, man. But all year long, you did a great job out there. You've really come and shown who Marty Lawrence is. Guys, this man has really grown a lot from last year. Proud to have you up here. Good to see you. But, Marty, step to the left, man, and take your tag. You're out.
Catch you later.
Our first cut day victim. All right. Our next angler coming out of Queen Creek, Arizona, Mr. Jamie Reutder. Jamie, come on up here, man. You need 1969 to be in that bag right there, or you need keepers of 4. You got your keepers of 4, it says. Oh, he needs 4 more still. You needed 8. 1188, though. You're just a little shy on that side. Hold up a couple of those fish. Let's get some pictures. Nice job. Good fish out there. Now, you had a little something happen yesterday. We can talk about that. You had a 0 for day 1.
Yeah, I had a big fat 0, man. I drove my Lance Chance Performance Marine Phoenix Mercury power boat up and down this lake, man. First time on this water. What a crazy place. I caught 4 fish yesterday that were short. Lost 1 good one. So today I said, well, let's go to the other end of the lake. So I ran up here, threw a chatterbait, and caught 5 fish. Lost 1 right at the boat, but just wasn't going to be enough today. So,
Jamie, what's the next event for you?
Vacation. We're gonna wrap things up, pull the wrap off, get a new boat, and then come back for next season and be ready to go.
So Shasta?
Probably gonna do Shasta. I'm gonna do the Opens and the Pro-Ams, I should say, the BAM Pro-Ams, and then Super 60 again.
Well, when you go to Shasta, you're going to need some new tackle coming from Clear Lake. And what we did is right here is you won the Tackle Warehouse $500 gift card. So spend it wisely on Shasta baits, man. Great job. Stand right here. We'll get some pictures. All right. Great job, Roy. Jamie. We will see you at our next event. Good job out there. All right, our next angler out of Oakley, California, Mr. Bo Jodri. Come on up here, Bo. We didn't get to see you yesterday. You're going to need a big bag, 1969 on that side. 4 keepers more than the 6 you have right now, so you're not going to make it on keepers. We're looking for a big bag. $13.75 for that bag of fish. Reach in there, hold a couple of them, and we'll talk about it a little bit. way to bounce back a little bit, have some fish. Yesterday, we didn't see you come across the stage. Let's talk a little bit about what happened out there and what you're going to do next.
I ran around, spent a little. I ran around to 5 spots, spent 20, 30 minutes on each one. Nothing really panned out. I saw a few fish. I stuck on those for a while. I just never got a keeper bite. It was a grind for me. 10, 11 o'clock, and next thing you know, it's 1 o'clock. I still don't have any fish. It was rough. Ran all over this lake. Today, just kind of settled in. Just started really throwing a minnow and chasing fish around, and then about an hour into it, I threw a couple reaction baits and caught a couple on underspins.
All right, man. You're not going to make that cut. You came up here yesterday, was one of those tough days out there. You didn't quite get it done. But you know what? You're still here on championship weekend. You did a great job all year long getting here. But head off to the left. We'll see you at our next event, man. All right, our next angler, who was our 2024 champion of this event right here, only it was on the California Delta. He's out of Folsom, California. Let's bring him up, Mr. Luke Johns. All right, Luke, you are sitting in second. Currently, you've got 23 keepers. You're sitting real pretty for Championship Sunday. It says you don't need anything. So that bag, according to Thomas back there, is obsolete. You don't need anything. But what you do, you said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out and drop 21.41 on the stage, everybody. Reach into that bag right there. That gives him a total of 41.53, putting him in first place currently with both keepers and weight. He's sitting real nice to make that Championship Sunday. All right, Luke, let's talk a little bit about it, man. Let's tell everybody how you caught all those fish. No, I won't put you on that spot till tomorrow. But for today, I see that you felt pretty good about it. Like you're feeling like you're going to be here for Championship Sunday. Your towboat master is right over there.
Yeah, no, today was a fun day. I was a little nervous, just like everybody with that fog delay we had, but I got off to a really quick start, caught one on my first cast, caught another 4-pounder just a couple minutes later, and I had to make an adjustment today. I caught all my fish on one bait yesterday, caught a couple on it this morning, and then they just quit eating it and made one little key adjustment and just started catching them. And I seemed like I caught better fish with that too. So I'm really excited about tomorrow. I've got a lot of spots to hit, a lot of fish. Hopefully they don't swim too far, and we'll just see if we can go catch them again tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is one of those days where everything's back to normal. You got 0, everybody else got 0. If you make that, there's a pretty good shot you're going to be there tomorrow, man. But you think you got the weight to do this whole thing again? You think you can take that boat home again?
I don't know. There's some studs back there in the weigh-in line that have been catching them a little bit better than me. But, I think it's Clear Lake. You're always around them. All I need is that 1 10-pound bite or, catch a couple 7s mixed in there, whatever it takes. I'm excited, but I got to say a thank you or a hello to my girlfriend, Mary Lou. She's at home watching. And then, of course, like you said, my parents, the tow masters are here. So hopefully we could put them to work again this year. But, it's been awesome. So I'm excited and happy to finally make a top 10 this year. First one, but saved it for the best one.
This is the one that it matters the most. Head off to the left right there, Luke. We'll see you in the morning. 41.53 is the weight right now. It just took a big step up. This next gentleman was our day one weight leader. He's out of Templeton, California. Let's bring him up here, Mr. Austin. Bonjour. All right, Austin, 29.75, man, was leading it. Right now, you're still there. You're in third. You got 13 keepers overall. You're looking pretty good to make it for Championship Sunday. That bag of fish right there is going to weigh another big bag. 21.48, everybody. Good fish right there. Austin, reach in there. Hold up a couple of those fish to get some pictures. 21.48 vaults him over Luke Johns, gives him 51.23 overall. That is going to pretty much mean that you're going to be here Austin, for Championship Sunday. Now, I did an interview recently on the BAM Pod with Mr. Arbuckle back there. I asked him, I said, who are the guys that you look for? Who are the guys that you want to care about? Who you want to worry about a little bit? He named everybody except you, and at the end he goes, wait, there's an Austin Bonjour guy out there who's won an event here. You might want to look out for him. You just jumped into the lead by over 10 pounds, man. What are you feeling right now, and how's it looking?
I'm feeling great, and I think Jake Arbuckle should be on like a TV show or a radio host. He's got that voice, so he could do kind of what you do. I would assume in maybe a different life. I'm feeling great. Say hi to all my friends and family back home watching. I love you guys. I was just at the Mississippi River for a Bass Nation National Championship, and I told GL Compton, the MC for Bass, that I would be up here until I'd put everybody asleep, thanking everybody that's gotten me to this point. So I don't want to bore you guys, but yeah, it's just been awesome. Today was really tough. I'm dealing with the worst tooth pain in my entire life. I might have you rip it out for me. Is that okay?
Let's do it.
Okay, some vice grips. We can get Robert. Robert can film it wherever he went.
Absolutely.
He had a couple root canals also, and I had Robert in my boat today, so we got to talk about all types of crazy tooth pain, so that was fun, and I'm just blessed for the week, blessed for what I caught today, and hopefully we squeak in there for tomorrow.
I think you're not squeaking, man. You did a great job. You're going to be there tomorrow. Austin, head out to the left, but we'll probably see you tomorrow. All right, man, 51.23. That's a heck of a weight right there. Our next angler coming out of Rogue River, Oregon. Let's give it up for Mr. Colby Pearson. Colby, welcome on up to the stage. 27.11 means you're sitting in fourth place right now. That bag of fish has to weigh nothing for you to stay in fourth place right now. You had great weight yesterday. That bag of fish is going to weigh 25.74. Holy moly, this guy knows how to catch some fish. He has 20 keepers overall. That vaults him into first place with weight with 52.85. Austin now drops down to third place, and he's in there with keepers right now, 51.23. I mean, with weight, 51.23. It moves and shakes that quick. Nice fish, Colby. He wants to weigh that big fish. Remember, second place is getting a $300 pair of Costa sunglasses. That fish is going to weigh 658. It only had to take over first by a little bit more. 994 is what you were looking. 995 is what you were looking for. It's really close. All right, Colby, you've won two of these things, man. When it was just the Pro Tour, Mark changes it to the Super 60. It would have been $100,000 in your pocket. Now you got to come up here. You're up on championship weekend, man. There's a shot over there at a boat. You just took over the lead with weight. How you feeling for tomorrow, and how'd you do it out there?
I feel really good. I'm around what seems like a ton of fish, using kind of the whole lake, just kind of have some different patterns that are working across the board. So definitely don't feel like I'm on any shortage of fish or real size. So hopefully tomorrow I get the big bites, and I'd love to come down here and win one on Clear Lake. Winning two last year was phenomenal. The only thing I'm bummed about is that Mark changed the way the trophies look. So I haven't won one of these trophies yet. So fingers crossed tomorrow. I want to say thanks to all my friends, family, sponsors, Wood Brother Carpet and Flooring, Discount Tackle, Rapala, Suffix, Bahio, and then plenty I'm forgetting, but we'll get them tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you what, those trophies keep getting better and better and better. And if you don't win one tomorrow, come back next year. We'd love to have you on the tour again.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. You only get so many opportunities to try to put one away, so I'll try to win tomorrow regardless, but thanks.
All right, Colby, great job out there. Take one of those tags right there. We will more than likely see you in the morning. Our next angler coming out of Boise, Idaho, Mr. Adam Deacon. Come on up here, Adam. 10.27 on the first day. You need 9.42. Keepers, 9. You still need 3 more of those. You didn't quite do it on keepers, but you're going to need weight to be 9.42. That bag of fish right there is going to go. Great weight, 19.95, man. That's right now is going to move you up into, we'll see what place here in a second. 30.22 overall. 5th place overall right now. 9 keepers. He's hoping that weight can hold out. Good fish, man. You're around some good ones. You're around some quality ones. Let's talk a little bit about it, man. You're right there on that bubble. It's going to be really tight, man, if you can hold out. What are you thinking, Bob?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it. Little too late today. Kind of found him at the end of the day in the last 30, 40 minutes, and it was really neat. So I'm little redemption, so that felt good. But overall, man, it's been an awesome first tour with the Super 60 this year. I've really enjoyed the format, and special thanks to my parents. They made the trip from Colorado all the way out here to come support me, and they've been watching me do it since I was a little kid and supported me along the way. So super helpful and thankful for them being here.
All right, Adam, great job out there this year, man. Stick around. Well, hopefully you'll make it, but if not, we'll see you at the next event. Head off to the left right there. All right, our next angler coming out of Montague, California, Mr. Nick Wood. Coming up here, Nick. 1085 yesterday. You need 1628. 11 keepers is what you have. Let's see what this is going to go right here. We need 1628. Not an issue. 2022, everybody. Good weight right there. Reach in that bag. Hold up a couple of those bass. Show them off. 3107 moves him into 5th place right now. All right, Nick, that's right there again. You're right where Adam just was, man. It's one of those things. It's like, do you think you're going to be around tomorrow? And if you do, are you going to have the weight?
I don't think I'll make it. I'm really disappointed. I finally got it figured out today. It took me a while. And either they started biting or I had the lineup figured out finally. And I hooked probably 10 fish that I felt like were keepers, and I couldn't get them to the boat. So a lot of short fish, but man, I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. I'm obviously hopeful, but if I don't, I'm glad to have rallied back. It is what it is. But I want to thank my wife, my kids for their support, and all my sponsors, Ranger Boats, Black Bear Diner. They jumped on board with the BAM Tour this year, and they've been a sponsor of mine, and I'm super happy with that. They're a great sponsor of mine. And Ducket Rods, Frenzy Baits, Buck and Bass. It's rain gear. That's phenomenal rain gear. If anybody fishes Shasta in the winter, they'll appreciate good rain gear. So I've tested them all, and that Buck and Bass seems to be the stuff that I've had the best luck with. So, but thank you guys, for all your hard work. Thank you, Mark, for your hard work, and we'll fingers crossed. If I don't make it, I've got one buddy in for sure, Colby Pearson. So I'm rooting for him if I don't make it. But if I make it, it's all on the table.
All right, Nick, great job out there. Good. Head off to the left right there, and we'll see you. All right. I see Zack Thompson. Zack, I want you to do one thing for me. Look at that screen. It says we're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to make Zack stand over there for just a couple seconds until we get back. Don't go away. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Bass Boat Technology BAM Trail, brought to you by Tackle Warehouse. It is cut day. We are here. We are cutting guys down to 10. 5 on the keeper side, 5 on the weight side. These gentlemen right over here want to be in that top 10. So let's bring up our next angler out of Alameda, California, Mr. Zack Thompson. All right, Zack, you're showing off how you can't walk, man. Can you fish? We're looking for 15:33 yesterday, 12:08. You're going to need 7 more keepers than what you got. You can't do that. Needed 12:08. You got 7:87, man. Reaching that bag. Hold up those fish. Cut day has unfortunately got you, buddy. You know, Zack is one of those guys that catches a lot of largemouth. He fishes the ground, the grass. This lake really plays into him. But, you know, it just fishes that way sometimes, Zack. You come out here and Clear Lake, it can get you. How'd everything go out there for you? I mean, obviously it wasn't what you wanted, but, you know, how did it go?
Well, first off, I want to say, let me hold this. First off, I want to say thanks for this season. Mark, Ed, all the work you guys do to put this circuit on is amazing. Made 2 top 10s this year. So, you know, it was a great season, made the championship, came out here to Clear Lake, and it was tough. No practice on Clear Lake equals, you know, either hit or miss, and so I missed this week. But I want to say a big thanks to my sponsors, St. Croix Rods, 7 Reels, Spear Point Hooks, Costa Del Mar, P-Line. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do this. And my wife, Cassandra, my kids, Charlotte and Sawyer, my parents, everybody who watches at home, brothers and cousins and friends. But, you know, this week was tough. We're fishing against 32 of the best guys out here, and you can see what Clear Lake can produce. This week didn't work out for me. I caught fish, but they were good ones, but I didn't catch enough of them. So, but I want to say thanks again to Mark, you, Ed, Thomas, the whole crew, everybody that's helping to put this on. And if you want to fish something big, I recommend doing the Pro-Ams next year, get into that big championship that Mark's putting on, qualify to the Super 60, and the format is like no other. When you get to fish for keepers and weight, it really keeps you in it. So if I would have caught 15 fish today, I could have been in tomorrow, you know. So, but anyway, I just want to say thanks. And yeah, this week didn't work out, but got next year, and we'll see what happens.
All right, buddy. Too bad. Hey, great job out there this year. You did a wonderful job. We'll see you next one. All right, our next angler coming all the way up from Spokane Valley, Washington. Let's bring him on up here, Mr. Jake Boomer. Jake, you had 16:32 yesterday. You need 11:09 today. You need 6 more keepers than what you had. You only had 6 keepers total. So we're looking for weight to be 11:09. Couldn't quite get there. 9:86. Reaching that bag. Hold up a couple fish. Let's get some pictures. Good job. Good fish, man. You were on the right ones. It just a little shy, man. Let's talk a little bit about what happened out there, and thanks some people at home, Ed.
I didn't land on them. I haven't been here in 3 or 4 years, but I think it was tougher bite than kind of the weights are showing. These are just the best guys. It's kind of an honor to get a fish against these guys, to rub shoulders with guys like Gutierrez and the Montana guy I get to travel with, Jason Crone. It's just really cool. These guys are really good. Guys, I got to thank my number 1 sponsor, Jesus Christ. My number 2 sponsor, my parents and my wife and my kids. I love you. I'll be home soon. Number 3 is Limit Out Marine. I couldn't do this without their support. I break everything I have. I've actually got a broken trolling motor. I busted that this week. And they always take, I think that's one of the 4 things I wrote down that I got to fix when I get back. But if you need a Phoenix, you need an Icon, any outboard Suzuki, those guys take such good care of us in the Northwest. Suzuki Motors, obviously. I got a lot of good sponsors, and I don't want to stand up here forever, but it's been a great year. And the number 1 thing I wanted to say was thanks to Mark Lassane. I hope he's not paying attention to this because I don't want him to kind of get all weird. Anyways, I really appreciate, because I know how hard this is. I know what it's like to deal with 70 personalities just on the Pro Tour, and then the rest of the guys, the Pro-Am guys. Fishermen are kind of a pain in the butt. We whine a lot. Everything's about the gray areas. Mark has changed his life to bring fishing to the West Coast and make it what it is, and I'm super grateful for him and all of the crew, and you too, Ed. Thank you for putting up with us, and I hope your arm's not getting tired, and I'm out of here.
You're good, man. All right, Jake. Great job out there this season. We will see you at our next event. All right, let's see who the computer spits out next. He was our day one keeper leader with 13. He's out of Stockton, California. Let's bring him up, Mr. Robert Reel. All right, Robert. 15 keepers overall, 1704 on the weight. We're going to need 1037 in that bag right there. You're shaking your head no. If he puts his hand on there and pushes real hard, he might get it there. But it's 567, man. It's not going to quite make it. Unfortunately, reach in that bag real quick. Hold that up, and let's get a picture. You had 13 yesterday. You got 2 more added to 15. Not going to quite make that. You're in 4th place with keepers overall right now. We'll see if that holds out. We'll see. You're in 2nd place overall for keepers. 15. 23 is leading right now, Luke Johns. There's still 3 places below you right now, but there's a few anglers back there to come in. I don't know if 15 is going to hold up. How are you feeling about it?
I don't know. This was a really, really rough day for me. You know, I had one fall right out of my hand as I was laying in it. 2 others a little farther away from the boat today. I really feel like one of those would have made the difference. We'll see. The beauty of this format is we don't know until the end.
I don't know till the end, and I've got a whole screen over here to look at. I don't know how you guys do it, pulling your hair out. You want to say thanks to anybody or anything that gets you up here, just in case you don't make it?
Absolutely. Battalion 1, my title sponsor, they're also my full-time job. They really stepped up and gave me this opportunity and the time off to do it. Of course, Heather, my better half, our dog, my whole family at home watching, and a whole bunch of people that reached out via social media and text message and email this week cheering me on. It was pretty special. And, you know, Ed, I know you started out rough, but you're doing great.
Thank you, Mitch. I really appreciate it. You did a great job out there this year. I hope you make it, but if you don't, we'll see you at our next event, Rob. Great job up there, man. All right, our next angler coming out of Red Bluff, California. Let's bring him on up, everybody, Mr. Greg Gutierrez. All right, Greg. 1484 yesterday, 11 keepers overall. You're going to need 1257. Weight is going to be... Wait, we're waiting to see what happens. Oh, 1180 right there. Reach in that bag. Let's hold a couple of those fish up and see what happens. Greg, you are 0.77 away on weight, man. It was a tough one out there for you. Let's talk a little bit about it, and what are you going to, you know, you're 10th right now with keepers with 11. I don't think that's going to, I think that makes you what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. I don't know if you're going to make that cut.
I think I'm probably going to be out. I mean, there's plenty of guys catching fish out there. It certainly wasn't me. I mean, I was hooking them. I just wasn't getting them in the boat. It was just a strange tournament for me. The fish kept biting short. Yesterday I lost 5 really good fish. Today I lost 6 fish for sure because I'm seeing them. They're coming up right at the boat, and they're just coming unpinned. So unfortunately, it is what it is. Everybody catches fish. Everybody loses fish. But I know that some of those things were probably my fault because I tried to rush some fish and pulled the hooks out. But hey, you know, every once in a while I get a little excited. After almost 40 years of doing this, I still love the sport. So yeah, it's hopefully I can hold out. And I'm not trying to jinx anybody, but you know.
Yes, you are.
I'm putting some mojo down on the steps coming up. That's for sure.
All right, man. You know what? We hope you're here tomorrow, but if you're not, thanks for fishing with us. You want to say anything to anybody out there?
You bet. Hey, I know Mark's probably getting tired of this, so I'm not even going to mention Mark. But thanks to all the guys that support Mark and Bam, you guys are bad to the bone. You do an awesome job. You're always here with a grin on your face, a smile on your face. But no, you hung it out there, Mark, for the West Coast fishermen, and it's paying off. I mean, it's been a phenomenal year. Last year, when you brought the Pro-Ams out, who won the first one?
I'm not sure. Some frenzy guy.
The inaugural one. And then you got the Super 60. Who won the first one?
Started with a G. God, double G?
Yeah, that guy. No, it's been awesome. I really appreciate you. The tax people really appreciate you. It's been awesome. And then social media, gotta say good job. Heather's been knocking it out of the park. She's really been putting some good stuff up. Everybody else you've been handling it. But gotta say it, Bass Cat Boats, Mercury Marine, Lawrence, I'm telling you, that combination just in a boat alone is just been awesome for the last 3 years. It's been flawless for me. Power Pole Move, awesome trolling motor. The sticks on there are great. Bioenno batteries, I just stand on the trolling motor until they stop, and they haven't done that yet. So, iRod, 7 reels, Gamma line, Frenzy baits, and yeah, look at them all. Reaction Innovations, IT Unlimited, Buck and Bass, man, they're all great folks. Get out there and support them. One more thing I want to say, on a serious note. Hey, great call on the fog delay. We had a fog delay. If you didn't know it, it came in heavy. It's dangerous to run out there, and you guys trusted us with a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. It was awesome. We got out there. It was fast enough to get down the lake, but slow enough to avoid any kind of accident. What I do got to say is that somewhere in this group, there are at least 4 guys that passed me, and I was doing 29 miles an hour. You got to check yourselves. We're all here. We're all grown men. And hopefully we'll get a grown woman in here doing this too one day. But we're all grown men. We got to make real decisions. Start making good decisions, guys. That's all I want to say.
Great job, Greg. We hope you're here tomorrow. I don't know, though. It's a tough one out there, and some great anglers behind you. Head on off to the left right there, buddy. All right, our next angler coming out of Sun City, Arizona, Mr. Dylan Maxon, everybody. Dylan is stepping up onto the stage with nothing in his hands. 767 yesterday, a 0 today. But you know what we're going to do? We reached into a big jar back there, swirled it all around, and pulled it out, and we're going to give you this little bit of heaven right there. A gift card for $100 to the Black Bear Diner. Dylan, thank you for coming up here and doing that on stage. Stand right here. Let's get some pictures real quick, and we'll talk about a little bit about it. All right, man. Hold that, give that to him. He'll give you a smaller one that'll actually cash when you go over there. Thanks some of the people that got you up here, man. You don't get here alone. You went out there, you gave it your all, and it just didn't work out. Let's talk a little bit about it, man.
Yeah, today really wasn't my day. I never gave up till the end, but main thing, I got to thank my wife, Courtney. She's up here. She got in last night. She's my biggest supporter. But other than that, Kevin Finley, Signature Gates, he's the man. He helps the fishing community a lot in general, but he helps me a lot, and couldn't do this without him. Suzuki Law Offices, we need a lawyer in Arizona. He's definitely the man. Volta batteries, can't say enough about the lithium batteries. Awesome. That's pretty much it. I really struggled out there. I never seemed to do good here. This is probably one of my favorite lakes in the country. It's beautiful. I just haven't had my day here yet, so.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dylan, it is not easy to go out there one day, have a decent day, and then come up here, not have any fish. I know we said, you know what, come up, get this gift certificate or gift card that we're going to give you. But you know what, it takes a heck of a man to step up here with no fish, not weighing anything. Thank the people that got you here, man, because you know what? You fished hard all year long. You're here on championship weekend. You're not going to make that championship Sunday. That dream is kind of gone. There's always next year for that, but you stood up here like a man. Thank the people that got you here. Congratulations on the year, man. We will see you at the next one.
One more thing. Thank you, Mark and Bam, all you guys. This is an awesome circuit, and I look forward to next year. So.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much. Give it up for these guys. You know, they'd come up here. He did. He didn't have a great day, still came up here and did this thing, showed out like he should. Our next angler coming out of Valley Springs, California, Mr. Jake Arbuckle. All right, Jake. 17-19 yesterday. You need 994 because the keeper count didn't quite get you there. We're looking for 994 in that bag right there. We got 10-20 you're going to squeak in right now, man. Reach in that bag, hold up a couple fish. That's going to put him in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th place right now on the weight side. Ouch. Yeah. All right. You know, Jake, we talked about this on the BAM pod the other day. This was an event that you said, you know, you're going to need that kind of weird weather. We got the weird weather. You said you're going to have to go up against some of the best anglers on the West Coast. You did that. Unfortunately, they got to you. You know, this is a tough one. You picked so many names and said, oh, you got to watch for this guy. Oh, you got to watch for that guy. The guy leading it right now, Colby Pearson, you mentioned him. Austin Bonjour down there, you mentioned him. You weren't wrong. There's some good anglers in this field. But unfortunately, you're going to be the one going home right now, you know. So let's talk a little bit about what happened out there, you know, and, you know, thank the people that got you here.
No, absolutely. Thanks, Ed. You know, yesterday was a decent day. I was fishing one of the community holes, and I had it all to myself yesterday. Got there this morning, you know, no excuses. There's a bunch of local boats on there. I ran around all damn day today trying to get bit, and it wasn't until about 1 o'clock I finally ran into a pile of keepers, and I was jacking them until the very last minute. I got what I got. It is what it is. Yeah, no, these guys are hammers, and you can't slip. I slipped, and, you know, it is what it is. I appreciate all these guys. You know, it's like a brotherhood out here, and the more you get to know them. And Mark, Bam, all the guys, you know, hats off to you guys. Didn't do my job today, and I'm going to go home, but that's okay. I need to thank the folks, TNT Trucking, Arch Oil, Cost Per Mile Tire, Eternal Lithium, P-Line, First Gen. Man, the list goes. HSI Mechanical, Greater Bay Protective Services. All these guys make it happen for me. You know, I got a lot of non-endemic sponsors that support me, and, you know, it couldn't do it without them. It makes it a lot easier to eat crow and go home. Thank you, everybody.
All right, Jake, I got one question. If you could do one thing for me, can you make some content for Arch Oil? I am tired of seeing Mark Pilgrim on my feed all the time, Mark. Make some content for them. Let's get it out there. Great job out there all season, man. You're right here. You're on championship weekend. Cut day, don't care, though. Head off to the left right there, sir. That's another great angler down right there. But our next angler, he's going to come up here. He's going to need 1553. He's out of Spokane, Washington. Mr. Sean Minderman, everybody. Sean, welcome back up to the stage, man. 1187 yesterday, 1553. 13 keepers is what you've got. That part is not going to help you out. You need that weight to be 1553. He lets go of that bag. He was holding back a little bit. 1553 is what you were looking for. 1976 is what you dropped on the scales. Great job, Sean. That's going to move you up into 3rd place weight-wise. There's still a lot of anglers coming, but that's a good place to be right this second. All right, great job. You're right there. You're in 3rd place, man. You got to hold your breath for a little bit of time, man. You got to stand over there and wait to see what these guys over here, who are some really good anglers. You want to thank anybody at home right now?
Yeah, you know, I'd like to thank my wife and my friends and family for watching. Three Rivers Tackle, Shannon, they do a great job there. Ranger, Mercury, G. Loomis, Costa Sunglasses. I'd also like to thank BAM, Mark. You guys do an excellent job. You know, if you're interested in fishing, the Pro-Am series. You can get on the back of a pro's boat and get out there. You don't need to have a boat. It's a great way to get started and learn how to fish. There's a great schedule next year. But, yeah.
All right, Sean, thank you very much, man. Great job out there. Let's hope that third place holds out. We can see you in the morning. All right, head right over that way. It's so weird right now that it's almost dark again, right? We're gonna step this up a little bit, but we still got some great anglers coming up. Our next angler coming out of Bakersfield, California. Let's bring him up here, Mr. Randy Mcabe. All right, Randy, 2281 yesterday. You need 742. You needed 3 more keepers than what you actually have at 11, so you're not going to be there. We're looking for that bag to be a good bag. 742 is what we're looking for right now. Let's see where this bag's going to put you overall. That's a good bag of fish. 2342, everybody. Reach into that bag right there. Hold up a couple of those big old California bass, and let's show these things off, man. Great job. All right, Randy, that's going to put you in 3rd place. Going to drop Sean down to 4th. You got some good fish right there. You got 11 keepers. You got 46-23. How you feeling right now?
It should be pretty close.
You feeling like tomorrow?
Yeah. It's they should eat tomorrow. They ate good this morning. They didn't eat good. They hit the bait good. I think my first 10 casts, I hooked 5 fish. They were all about 5 pounds. I only got 1 of them in the boat, and I thought it's going to be one of those kind of days. Kept my head down, caught a limit. It was over 20 by 10:30 this morning, and I just went practicing, so we'll see where it stands.
All right, man. Head off to the left right there. Great job out there, and hopefully we'll see you in the morning. All right, our next angler coming out of Kalispell, Montana, Mr. Jason Crone. Come on up here, Jason. All right, 1968 yesterday. You need 1140. You were way shy on the keepers. You needed 8. We're looking for 1140 to be in that bag. He lifted that with one hand pretty easy, man. It's not looking good. Jason, cut day got you, buddy. 326 right there. You want to hold that one up real quick? He's going to send that down the line. All right, let's say thanks to the people at home, they got you up here.
Yeah, I mean, this was a great year. First year in the Super 60, so I'm blessed to have made it, to the championship. I just kind of have a little funk. An Almanor championship, I had 19 pounds. Next day, 1 fish. Clear Lake, 19 pounds. Next day, 1 fish. So I got to get rid of that for sure, but I'd like to thank Alpha Angler, Tackle Warehouse, Yeti, GoPro, Proof Research, and thanks to my wife taking care of me always, and daughter. I'll be home tomorrow night, back in Montana, and put the backpack on and head up into the mountains. And the best part, we get to start up in January to do the Pro-Ams. Hopefully I can get some Montana boys to come join me. Moses Lake, real close, Columbia River, and potholes. So there's no excuse. Come on, and hopefully I get some more guys to join, because this is the best club I've been part of, and definitely appreciate it.
All right, Jason, heading off to the left right there, and we'll see you at our next event. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
It's the moment when everything is on the line, and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
Take the plunge and jump into new favorites at Black Bear Diner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we've got you covered.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner.
Competitive anglers powered by Mercury Pro XS Outboards have won more bass fishing tournaments than all other brands combined. With lightning-quick acceleration, legendary reliability, and lightweight design, Pro XS has everything you need to travel farther, faster, and harder.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Bass Boat Technology BAM Trail, brought to you by Tackle Warehouse. We have got to get this thing kicked off because it is definitely fall. The light is going away. So let's bring up our next angler. He won our last event. Let's bring him on up here out of Roseville, California, Mr. Bryant Smith, everybody. Day one, he had 14 pounds, and he's 1708 to be in that bag right there. Let's see if he has to flex to pick that bag up or not. It doesn't look like it. Your keepers overall were 16. That puts you in third place with keepers. Let's hope that holds out. Your weight was just a little shy at 1669. Bryant, reach into that bag. Hold up a couple of those fish. You're in third place overall for keepers, man. All right, Brian, let's talk a little bit about it real quick. What's going on out there?
I went for keepers. I mean, I had no shot to get in on weight, so I just went for keepers, and I got fortunate, found one little spot that had quite a few fish on it, caught 6 off of it, and then kind of pieced it together after that, and hopefully we get a chance to go tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm going to do because I haven't even sniffed 20 pounds this week, so we'll change it up tomorrow if we make it and go have some fun.
Got anything to say to anybody at home in case you don't make it?
Yeah, no, everybody who supports me, my family, my wife, my son back home, I'm so lucky to get to do this. I do it around the country, do it out here. Got to thank BAM for putting this on. It's been an incredible year. Super 60s and Pro-Ams, they do a great job. If you guys are thinking about jumping in one of these, don't be on the fence. Just do it. It's a great program.
All right, Brian, thank you very much, man. You're sitting in third place for keepers right now. Let's hope that holds out. All right. I'm looking for our next angler out of Oakdale, California. Let's bring him up, Mr. Randy Pearson, everybody. All right, Randy, you need 1740. You need 5 more keepers than what you've got. You have 9. So you're hoping that bag right there is 1740. The smile on your face tells me it's not 1740, and you were right. It's 1128. Reach in that bag, hold up some fish, and we'll thank some of your sponsors. Good-looking fish, man. You're around some good ones, obviously, Randy. You know how to catch them. You're on Clear Lake. But cut day just got you, man. So let's talk about, some of the sponsors that got you up here.
Yeah, no, the fishing, I still totally confused, and hats off to these guys that really caught them. And out there, you're trying different things, and time just gets away from you. I fish clean. I can't even make an excuse and say I lost fish or whatever. I caught what bit and just didn't work out. But I really got to thank a lot of people. I'm very fortunate to be able to do this, and I couldn't do it without the help of several people. First off, my wife. Love you. Thank you for all your support. Got to say hi to my daughter. And then my parents came. They're out there somewhere. So thank you guys. Sorry I let you down. But Chicken Ranch Casino, they do a lot for me. They do a lot for the fishing industry. They're getting, bigger with the fishing industry, and hopefully more tournaments are going to go there, and Chicken Ranch can host them. Buddy and Pa Tony, my in-laws, they help out a lot. River to Sea, Spear Point Hooks, iRod, Phoenix Boats, and I think that's about it. And if, just have a blast doing this, and thanks so much to BAM, Mark Lassane, and all the support that you guys do a lot of work, and I don't think behind the scenes people realize how much work you guys do. And also one more, Anglers Marine in Paradise, used to be CMC, Ish and Oxy. I mean, if you need a boat, go by and see them. If you need to drive a Phoenix, come by and talk to me, and we'll get you set up. So looking forward to next year, and thanks again for everyone who supports me.
All right, Randy, hold your head. You didn't disappoint anybody this year, man. Great job out there. All right, our next angler, he was just talking about him. He's out of Oakdale, California, Mr. Ish Monroe, everybody. Now, Ish, 9 keepers total, keeps you about 5 shy of what you need. 22.55 needs to be in that bag today. You're shaking your head. You had 8.53 yesterday. Today you've got better, but not quite good enough. 13.99, man. Reach in that bag real quick. Hold up a couple fish. We'll get some pictures. All right, went out there, got into some fish, looking for those. Stand on Marty Lawrence right there and just get him right in. He goes for the one who means the most. His wife over there wants the pictures more than Mark does. All right, let's talk a little bit about it real quick. You know, what kind of happened out there for you this weekend? And, you know, thanks some people that got you up here.
Just a tough week. Haven't been to Clear Lake since the spring. I've never really fished Clear Lake much in November with the weird weather and everything. Just my bite's definitely not on. I mean, these guys are catching these big bags. They're catching them out deep. They're catching them, you know, on forward-facing sonar. And, you know, that's kind of the way things have gone with Clear Lake unless you're in the springtime. And even then, those guys still do really, really well. Just happy to be here. Glad BAM brought us here. Fantastic championship as usual. You know, Mark, you, the whole staff is done a great job, and you know, looking real forward to next year. Starting out a little early in the cold in January at Shasta, but it's going to be a great event. I mean, this lake, you know, we don't even get to see it next year. I wish kind of we would, and you know, that April-May time frame, which is my time.
Well, you have to take that up with Mark. He's right there. Hey, but you're out there. Thank those people that get you here, man.
Oh, I want to thank all my sponsors, but I mean, I want to thank my wife Oxy for being here, and got to thank the guys holding it down at Anglers Paradise and Marine in Modesto and the guys in Newcastle. I mean, we just got a great staff and a great crew. If you're looking for a bass boat, you come and see us. I mean, we've got all brands there. We've got a lot of used boats and stuff too. So whether it's new, used, you want to get boats, come and see us. And the tackle shop, Oxy's doing a great job with the tackle shop. I mean, you want to talk about having the products. We pretty much got all the brands coming in there. I mean, from Missile to Mega Bass to Pure Fishing, GSM, Spro, you name the brands, they're going to be there at the shop. And so, and if we don't have it there, we can probably try to get it for you. But come see Oxy. She is head of the tackle department. I handle kind of the boat side. So if you're looking for a boat, come see me. You're looking for tackle, come see her, and we'll get you taken care of.
All right, man. Great job out there. Hopefully, he will be back with us next year for sure. All right. Our next angler coming out of Bakersfield, California, Mr. Mason Mcabe. All right, Mason, 27.40 yesterday. 17 keepers means you're in second place. You need 368 in that bag to make it on the weight side, but you already looks like you're going to be there on keeper count with 17 total. That bag needed to be 368. This gentleman just walked up here and dropped 27 on the stage. He is on some fish. Man, I hope he's got some saved for tomorrow, because he is looking real good right now to drive off in a $70,000 Bass Cat package out there. Man, nice fish out there, buddy. Feeling good right now? You're going to be sitting in first place right now. There's still a couple guys coming, but you're in first right now. How you feeling?
It feels good. I just went out there and caught everything that bit, just because I've been in this position 3 times before and didn't make the top 10, so I wanted to go out there and just try and make it for sure, and we made it. So we'll try to go out and catch some fish tomorrow.
All right. I don't even think you need to thank any sponsors, because you're going to be here tomorrow. There's no doubt about that one. So I'll tell you what, head right off to the left right there, and we will see you in the morning. All right, our next angler coming out of Pasco, Washington. Let's bring him up, everybody, Mr. Ty Manorola. All right, Ty, 27-12, 12 keepers. You needed 2 more keepers, man, to make that. Make the top 5 on that side. Weight-wise, you're going to need 396 in that bag. You're going to be cutting it close, man. 1265. That means you're going to be in right now with just one more angler to go. Ty Manorola is going to be fishing for a first place chance at that $70,000 Bass Cat track boat package over there. Ty, you're in, man. You're going to be fishing on Championship Sunday. There's only one angler behind me. He can't knock you out. You're going to be there. How you feeling for tomorrow? Did you save some fish? That little girl over there wants a first place.
I cannot believe I squeaked in. I mean, I just had one of those days, man. I started off with 3 fish for what I had right off the bat. Lost a 6-pounder at the boat and never got another bite besides catfish. But yeah, no, I fished so hard today. The amount of fish I'm around is insane. They're everywhere on this lake, and there's so many giants. I mean, there's 50 pounds swimming on almost every point, every rock on this lake. It's crazy. But we're gonna give them hell tomorrow. I'm gonna change some things up. Obviously, I need to, but I know I'm doing the right type of thing. I think I just need to change up my areas, maybe change up some baits, and keep the hammer down, and hopefully we can sneak away with the win finally.
All right, Ty. There's a tag waiting for you over there. Great job out there. We will see you in the morning. And then there was one. But this one is a big one, everybody. But he's going to have to do one thing, and that's wait just one more minute. We'll be right back from commercial break right after this.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling, paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat Boats. Feel the rush.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass-produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Bass Boat Technology BAM Trail, brought to you by Tackle Warehouse, Bridgeford Food. It is time for the last thing we are doing tonight. We have one angler left to weigh in. He had 1270 yesterday. 13 keepers is not going to help him. He's going to need 2708. But he also did something very, very, very special. That's so hard to do right here. He is also going to be your 2025 Angler of the Year. Let's bring him up, Mr. Tyler Madden, everybody. Tyler, you're going to need 2708 to make this. 13 keepers right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth place is where you're sitting with that 13 keepers. You're in on keepers. 2708, you're not going to have it. 1333. Hold up a couple fish. Let's get them going. And then we will announce you will be in there tomorrow. He is made Championship Sunday in 5th place on keeper count. He's won Angler of the Year. You squeaked in by it, but you went out all year long and were the master of consistency. That trophy right there is one of the hardest trophies to win. And we've got a gentleman right here that's going to walk that thing up and hand it to you. It is one of the biggest trophies we have ever given away, and it means a ton. It weighs almost a ton. It's 57 pounds. Walk on up here, everybody. Give it up for your Angler of the Year on the 2025 Super 60, Mr. Tyler Madden, presented by his father right there. Get that thing above your head. Let's see how it goes. He's heading to the gym next week. He can set it up right over there. Don't get it down too low. You won't get it back up. Tyler, congratulations, man. Great job out there. Angler of the Year is one of those things that people try for their entire life. You're what, 23? 23 years old, you're walking out with the biggest trophy that BAM has ever given away. That Angler of the Year. Talk to us about what it means to you at this young age, man. You've done some amazing things. You are a heck of an angler. You do it all across the country, and you come out here to the West Coast and show us what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, going into this year, I was just blessed to be a part of this field. You know, Mark gave me the opportunity to fish, and then to have a couple good events in the beginning, I was like, all right, I can do this. And then it just kept going from there. And then battling out with my buddy Ty, travel partner, it was just an unbelievable year, and super blessed to come away with that. I would have never guessed that first year that I would be winning that. And then also to somehow squeak in the cut here at the championship. This year's just been unbelievable. I want to thank all my sponsors, Tidal, my dad for coming to every tournament and helping out. Boat pros, I lost my lower unit yesterday at the end of the day, so we made the trek down to Brentwood last night and got back at like midnight. I mean, I couldn't have fished today without him. Mercury, Phoenix, Ditch Pickle, everybody that supports me. I couldn't have done any of this without them. So, yeah, it was just an amazing year, and I can't wait for next year too, and tomorrow.
You're in there. It's Championship Sunday tomorrow. You've made it past cut day. You made it past so many great anglers, man. That trophy right there. Angler of the Year is nothing anybody can ever take away from you. You worked hard all year long. You beat some of the top anglers on the West Coast, man. Guys who fish all over the country as well. There was a Bryant Smith, an Ish Monroe, a Greg Gutierrez, just to name a few of the names that were out there. A Roy Hawkfish this year. You're up here on the stage. You're making it to Championship Sunday. What did that mean? Did you come into this year thinking you could get that trophy?
I mean, obviously I was confident that I could do this, but I mean, to win Angler of the Year the first year on tour, I wouldn't have bet on me to do it, but I got it done. It was awesome. I couldn't have done it with all my support. My dad helped me get to and from tournaments. I got to fly out from Alabama for every tournament, so just being able to do that, and then all my teammates, they're awesome. They make everyone on the team a better fisherman, and I wouldn't be this good if it weren't for them. My girlfriend Hannah back in Auburn, I'm sure she's watching. She's amazing, and I couldn't do any of this without her support and all my family and friends.
How much work does it take to come home with the Angler of the Year, man? You have to go out there, and I know you got to put in a lot of work, but how much, and did you learn so much about it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a ton of work. It kind of never stops with college fishing, so like I think I've fished over 30 tournaments this year out of like 50-something weekends. So I mean, I'm on the road all the time. When I'm not on the road, I'm at class. So I'm kind of ready for that grind just through college fishing. It's a grind in itself.
When this all started, you know, you come in the first of the year. Now you're at the end of it. You were looking at this thing. You had Ty over there that you were competing against with it all. When did it kind of kick in that, you know what, I know I've got this thing?
Definitely waiting in line to weigh. I was just excited to get it, and then also stressing about making the top 10. So I mean,
well, you did it all, man. You're making it to Championship Sunday. You got the Angler of the Year. You've got nothing. The only thing you did with that, though, is you put a big bullseye in the back of your jersey, man. Everybody is going to be gunning for you. This is going to be some pressure now. You're the Angler of the Year. You got to come back, and you got to represent it. You got to do it next year. Everybody wants to see you do it next year, too. How's it looking for, you know, are you ready to go into this whole thing?
Oh, yeah, I'm super excited for next year. Hopefully we can do it again. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's been awesome. It'd be amazing to do it again at some point in your career, let alone the next year. So we'll see.
All right, man. Those things aren't easy to come by. Thank you for doing such a great job. But you know what, Tyler? You've still got one more trophy you're going for tomorrow. If you can take that one and that one home, you got to fly with that thing all the way to Alabama?
I'd probably have to drive it out. I think it's oversized luggage here, 50-something pounds. So.
All right, man. There is that trophy, and a $70,000 bass boat sitting out there. You squeaked in to Championship Sunday. Tomorrow, give it all you got, man. It's going to take it. Are you on some fish?
I went after keepers this week, so I have no clue if I can catch enough to win. We'll just see. I'm just excited to be there, so I don't know. We're going to go fishing, completely different plan. Run around, see if we can't find where the big ones live, because right now we only know where the 2.5 pounders live. So,
all right, man. Good luck tomorrow. Congratulations on that Angler of the Year trophy, everybody out there. This was a great season. It all wraps up tomorrow. We will crown a champion here at the Super 60. The BAM Trail will be coming to a conclusion tomorrow, and we will see who walks out of it. This was your Angler of the Year. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for everybody showing up out here. We will see you tomorrow.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
What the flock are you waiting for? California's newest luxury entertainment destination, Chicken Ranch Casino Resort, is ready to play. Experience laid-back luxury in our modern hotel, a casino floor with views of the Sierra, and diverse restaurants and bars that'll keep you squawking for more. Experience the all-new Chicken Ranch Casino Resort, located just 60 minutes from Yosemite National Park. Visit playchickenranch.com to book your trip today.
Hey folks, pro bass fisherman Mark Lassane here. My garage was completely cluttered with outdoor gear, but then I discovered StoreQuest self-storage. Now check out my space. It's like my own personal oasis. All my fishing rods, my gear have a home away from home. With everything neatly organized, I can spend more time doing what I love. Thanks to my StoreQuest unit, I've decluttered my life and made room for adventure.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass-produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat Boats. Feel the rush.